Well, looky here. He decided to sell it to me. So I've started to pull some stuff out because we don't care about all that stuff. And I guess we're going to pull this engine out and find out exactly what happened. I am guessing that it was run out of oil and it's all scored up in here. It could be on both sides. So I guess I'll time lapse the removal because it's the same old, same old. We pull the exhaust. Got to pull this plastic cover out again. And I pulled the drive shaft out already and the pump. So that's all out and gone. So let's do that. And what have we here? This is a GTS Seadoo 19, could it be a 90? That says 88? No. I don't know where the serial number is on this thing, so I'm not sure what the year is. But it's got a 720 motor in it, and it will crank and run for about a quarter of a second and stop. They've been spraying carb cleaner and all kinds of stuff in here to try and make it run. So let's take a look at this thing and see if we can't fix this, because they've been working on it for a while and they can't make it go. Serial number's down here, 98. So now you know. First thing I think I'm going to do is just shoot a little carb cleaner in there to see if that will truly start. I see they've got a cable off over here, which I'll show you, which is no good. And this trailer is not good for working on either. Let's, oh, look at, right there's a hole in that. So it's not going to prime. Well, that's part of the problem right there. I guess we'll have to fix that first. See if she cranks. Yeah. But it's not continuing to put fuel in. So let's see. I got to fix that pipe first. Just a ton. Oh, yeah. See, it's split right there. Hopefully you can see that. Odoker coming off. Hopefully. Can't get that to come off. Really? There. Come on, baby. Oh. Yeah, it was all split. I wonder if that's a sign that that line is toast. We'll have to see if there's any more leaks. Maybe I should I'm just going to push that on temporarily. Let's see if that's working now. Yeah, it is. Put a clamp on that. This carb may be coming off again anyway, but Everything is razor sharp. Try again. Huh. Lots of fuel coming out there. That's interesting. I guess going back to the basics, should check the compression first, eh? Oh, I'm not a carb guy. They're pretty wet. Clean those babies out. All right, that's a little smoky, but not the front one. Is it only running on one cylinder? I guess I need a key. Oh yeah, that's good. That's my finger slipping off the button there. Yeah, 120. Looks good. Spark test. Airplane. Yeah, I'm seeing spark here. Beautiful spark. I think we've got it narrowed down to a fuel problem. And I guess we're pulling the carb. One more hit. Yeah, it's definitely not getting fuel. Let's yank that carb out of there. Everything's pretty loosey-goosey. we get here? Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah? Okay. I can't get that out without taking off a small clamp on the fuel pump. Okay. And then you've got the cable on the oil pump. Holy cow. Where's the opening? Nowhere. Having trouble getting that oil cable off. It either unscrews from there, it should come off. Oh, great, now it's off. Now I gotta disconnect the fuel lines. Oh, lots of planes today. See, there's remnants of that green crud too. From the Tempo lines? Tempo. Oh, they should all be changed. Whoa! Now I got a problem. I can't let go. The fuel just gushes right out of there. Oh, the light's in my eyes now. Good. Man, you're just tied right up in here. Cables, everything. Okay. Now we'll set this up. Got us a temporary carb here just to test out. I just happen to have another one, so why not, you know? If I can get it to fit. What am I doing? Oh, I'm working upside down. Putting the carb on upside down. I don't know, I might have to put this thing on a cart. I just want to test this out, see if we get any different result. Okay, now some gas lines. And we'll turn the fuel on. Probably gonna have to crank it. Where are you? Choke. Oh, this is terrible to work on. No fuel up there yet. Fuel is turned on. Spitting back a lot of crap. Where's the choke hookup? Not getting any fuel yet. Manually run the choke here. Not getting any fuel up there yet. Cleaned up the spark plugs again just in case they were all cruddy. See if we get anything now. And that's it. Seems like the timing is off. No. Don't think we're getting any fuel now in this carb. No. Okay, back to the old one. Gonna give her a crank with no carb. What is in there? Just a ton of fuel. That seemed mysterious. Like, where's all that fuel coming from if we're not hooked up? Plugs are out. There's just tons of fuel coming out of here. Is the whole bottom of the crankcase full of fuel? and stick your finger in there when that wheel's rolling around. Truckloads of fuel. Less. All right, put plugs back in, see what happens. Still more of that, whatever it is. Dribbled some gas into the spark plug holes. And it runs. Put gas in the bottom, it won't run. I bet money that there's something going on here. See if we can get in there and pull that valve cover. I don't know. That's the wrong screw, isn't it? Or is it? Can I do it that way instead of taking the... I'd like to get these out of my way. I better put a rag. All right. Now maybe we can see some stuff. One, two. And there's 2 bolts at the bottom, and that whole thing should come off. But I don't know if I can get to the bolts on the bottom. They're like there. Let's see. An enormous struggle with nuts and bolts. We got her off. Just gonna roll this over to top dead center. Oh, I see the problem. Who wants to see the problem? That plate's supposed to spin. That's the motor. The gear on the crank in the center. This thing is all stripped out, I bet you. Yeah. So that ain't spinning. And you can get a good spot, maybe. Yeah, it's all chewed up. All right, now we know that sucks. All right, got everything cleaned up, just leaving it apart for now. Got the carb and all the other parts here sitting aside, waiting to see what we're gonna do. My guess is the crank is messed up too, which means you need a new crank. New rotary valve gear there, which I actually have one, that's no big deal. And full gasket set, and then a full rebuild. So, what's that? Couple grand? 1,500 into that? I don't know. Just to give you an idea, there's the gear right there. You can pull these out and put a new one in. The problem is we don't know what's happened to the gear on the crank inside. And typically what happens is when something jams the rotary gear, it pushes the gear on the crankshaft right tight to the engine seals, and then the seals spin and burn the motor up anyway. So it does not make sense to just replace this without tearing it right down. Well, while we're waiting to figure out what we're going to do with this one, let's have a look at this one. This one is this is a true basket case. Everything is in pieces. Everything's opened up. Does not run. I see a whole whack of parts there. And under the hood, which he needs some repair done there. These are all the gauges. Oh boy, everything's unplugged. We got to see if we can make this thing run. So, kind of an interesting challenge. Thought I'd give it a shot, see if I can help him out. I'll keep you posted. First thing we're going to do is open this up. Get some breathing room. Ah, yeah. What do we see? So we got to hook up a battery. That relay looks ugly there. No fuse. Let me get a fuse. Put this together, put the battery in. Get rid of that leaf. And then we see what happens. It's like, where do you start? So I took the gauges out of here for the moment. Why is this all disassembled? Why is there a fuse down there? Should we leave it disassembled in case we got to check? There's nothing to see in here. There's nothing serviceable. Except for all these fuses in here, maybe? We'll check that. That's from the gauge. Is this all stuff for gauges? That looks like it's from the speed sensor. So I need a 3-wire from the Speedo. If these are the correct gauges. Don't see it. Oh, right here. Okay, that must go up to the buttons. Then we got, this is purple, gray, black. Purple, gray, black, that would go to that. Then we have purple, black. For sure that's got to go somewhere. But I don't see any more wires. Time to do some hunting. There's another gauge here with a heck of a lot of connectors. And I don't know if this is even out of this machine or not. Let's go on to the next gauge. This has a purple black. Nothing in there. We need to connect up. Then we have that one. blue, gray, pink. We have a blue, a gray, a pink, and a brown. Yep. That goes there. It's this one here that I'm, ooh, red with blue. And my guess is those two go together. Red with purple. Yep. Then we have this left. And nowhere for that to go right now. Gonna check these fuses. Seems good to me. So we'll leave those open for now. And I'm gonna put a fuse in the E-box in the back. I'm gonna put a 25 in here. I don't know if it's I think it's supposed to be a 30. Forgot to put the battery. We should clean this terminal up here too, but for now we'll put the battery in and see what we get. They have a janky wire coming out the top. I'm pretty sure it's ground. Let's just check if that's a ground. Yeah, see, it's not. Oh, it is. Okay, I feel safe about hooking that up now. Battery, and the negative is on the left. So you can turn the battery around. Good room in here. No sparkage. Ooh, lots of sparkage. Why so much? Pop the fuse up front. Something is shorted. Let's see what popped. That's good. That's no good. That's a 10. And the fuse that I found sitting in here was a 10 that was blown as well. And back at the computer, I have hooked up I'm going to put the black wire on ground. And ground in the box. Oh, I guess I got to turn the meter on. And that is a dead short, and I believe that, yeah, so that has 12 volts there, and that's right to ground. It's a dead short. So we need to eliminate the dead short. And the only way to do that is start unplugging stuff and see if anything external is shorted or whether it's actually right inside the computer. So, just want to see if anything makes a difference. Nope. There's another one over here that you can't see. Two of them. No change. No change. I want to see if I can get this thing right out of here. Nothing's toast if you can fix it. So you can dig out the potting compound. I mean, the thing is toast now, so we can't make it any worse. But when you dig out that potting compound, there's a diode right there. And on a diode, the voltage can only travel through it in one direction. So when you put it on the meter, I got the black at the back and red at the front, it beeps. If I turn it around the other way, no beep means it's still good. But that's not the case here. So it beeps in both directions, which means that diode is shorted, and that's the problem. All we got to do is cut that out, replace that diode, and they're about $5. And well, I'm saying $5. They could be some crazy rip-off price, but they're going to be way less than buying a whole new box. So I'm going to go order one of those right now, and let's see what happens. Okay, well, while I'm waiting for that diode to come in, which who knows how long that will be, now I'm going to jump back onto this machine. This is how we originally started, and then the other machines came in, which are out there, and one gone down the road. So I've got the engine out now. So now we can figure out what the heck was going on with this thing. This was the one. This was the one in the previous video there where we discovered that it had a dead cylinder on it. And he was going to take it back, and then he decided to sell it to me. So let's take the top off and see what's going on. It was right full of water and oil and blue oil, so I don't get it. Just a quick tear down, manifold coming off. That one was on snug. What? More? Oh, into the engine. All right. Can you see in there anything exciting? Yeah, that piston is chewed right there. Let's pull the head off. Almost forgot you. Good luck getting that off without taking the plugs off. And we need a 13/16. What the? All right, let's see. That gel is from the antifreeze. Ah, head is perfect. What? That's good news. Good news there. Now, pull the raves. And then the jugs. Bang, right out of there. Seems like there was a little impact there. And we need a 13 mil. This is the side that's chowdered up. Need more air soon. Alrighty. You gotta cut the gasket here or just tear it, I guess, because it's all one. And down on the bottom is that T. I don't know if you can see it or not. For the cooling, so we gotta remove that. Let's get that out of there. Got grease on everything. Pliers somewhere right here. Will that balance up? Nope. I'm gonna cut that off. It's nice to keep that in one piece if you can, because you can reuse it. And hammer. Start from the good side. I don't know. A lot of water dripping in there now. That jug is good. Piston is pretty scored up, badly. Crank looks good. This is the one we're interested in. How's the jug? The jug is good. How that's possible, I don't know. There's not a mark on it. Let me get those out of the way. We'll have a look here. Okay, I pulled the circlips out, so let's give her a little tappity tap. No, it doesn't want to push out on its own. Do they ever? No. And this gets stuck. Maybe it won't. Come out of there. Yeah, big chip right there. And the ring broke. So those are toast. I think that's it. Crank is good. Smooth. I'll have to check the bearings on it. Right full of water. I think this thing sunk. Man, stuck. That one's scored. Yeah, she starved for oil at some point. All right, well, now we know what happened to this one. But the crank, everything looks good. I'm gonna suck all that crud out of there. All right, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I got 3 machines on the go, videos taken at different times, so I gotta try and put this all together and hopefully make a half decent video. But the first one was this guy. Came in for not running, and he just wanted to get it running to winterize it. Couldn't get it running. That's when I got it, found out there was no compression, then bought it, tore it down. Here we are. Cylinders are good. I'm gonna hone them out and throw in a new set of pistons. I'll take it right down to the bottom, check everything, put it all back together again. We'll have a good running engine there, so that's sweet. Got it all pretty much parted out now, pulled all the guts out of it, and I'm pulling every little cable and every part that I can get out. So look at the oil in there I gotta clean up. I even take the engine mounts out so I can keep those. So if I build an engine for somebody, then I can use the engine mounts to bolt it down to a piece of wood. So that's done. And then the other machine, other Seadoo, what was that, a GTS that had the crank messed up. He's gonna fix that himself. So that's gone for now. He might end up bringing it back. And then this one, I ordered the diode online. I was able to dig out that potting compound just slowly, and let's see if I can open this up. See, right here, and then cut the diode out. I don't know where the heck I threw the diode, but anyway, it doesn't matter because I've already ordered them. And then you solder it right back in that spot. Pretty simple fix. Saves you, what, they want 400 bucks, some guys are asking for these things, so that fixes us up. Oh, there's the diode. This little guy right here. It's a 2535, MR2535L. That's the diode you have to get. All right, so with that all being said, next one will be back on that yellow seat GTX. It's a bit of a Frankenstein. We got some seats for it, handlebar parts. We're gonna take off of this, put it on there, change the seats over to green. He wants the green seats. So this is definitely gonna help a lot of different guys. So pretty happy about that. So that will be our next video. Hopefully spicing it up, putting the diode in, testing that out. So, and that's the first time I've had to do a diode fix before. So kind of excited to see how it works. Bought some extra ones just in case. So until the next one, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video.